I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. One. It's all with liberty and justice for all.
Scott.
Here.
Virgil.
Yes.
Vanessa. Yes. Brian.
Yes.
Mike.
Yes. I need a motion to approve, last month's board meeting minutes. Executive session minutes, finance report, and pay bills. So.
Brian. Bob.
Yes.
Scott.
Yeah.
Virgil.
Yes.
Vanessa. Yes. Brian.
Yes.
Mike.
Report of the fire department.
The fire department ran 85 calls last month. We had one structure fire, one vehicle fire, and the rest were medical calls. We had pump tests on all three engines passed. Replaced the gauges that were broke, they're all good now. We got the gate valves delivered and installed on the trucks and they're ready. We had our car show. I wanted to thank the firefighters, volunteers, and tag group. Everyone came out, participants came out to support us.
Good. Actually raised, $8,000. So. Yeah. Did you bring up the wrap?
Yeah, I want to bring up a wrap for engine 4. Our other engine has a blacktop, engine 4 does not. And we were wanting to get a wrap at the building, pay half, and we use our fundraising money for the other half. So it'd be $1,100 from the building. This so the trucks are uniform and it'd be a lot more professional looking with a match. And I think it'd bring up the morale tremendously.
Is there some kind of equipment that needs $2,000 some dollars more than the color of the fire truck roof?
Yeah, we do need other things.
I think with this, the command structure change and things that we're addressing, uniforms, which thank you for addressing perfectly for command. And several changes that we're looking to do to spend a little money. In my opinion, I think we table the top at this point. Not that I'm against it. I would agree. I think you had a comment earlier where one of our residents actually asked what fire department you were from. Because the top wasn't the same as the other one. But I think at this point, we could probably wait and see what we got, go through the equipment and things that we need, and then we can kind of readjust again, in my opinion. But I would agree, it would look a lot better. I didn't notice that too. When that's in the
Yeah. Well, I'm not against it, but I know there's other things that are more important, I think, as one thing.
You want to make a motion to table it for later?
Yeah, I make a motion to table.
Second.
Planning board meeting.
Bob.
Yes.
Scott.
Yeah.
Virgil.
Yes.
Vanessa. Yes. Brian.
Yes.
Mike.
Yes.
Is that all you got?
That's it.
Okay. EMS.
Again, I want to, mirror what Dan said to, the tag committee. Thank you very much for what you've done for us over the last few years, not just this year. And we appreciate what you guys are doing. We appreciate all the volunteers that, help that are not involved in the fire or EMS service. If you could extend that thanks to that team for both of us, that'd be great. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Ambulance service had a total dispatch of 81, 61 for Tilton, 31 during the daytime. We covered all of them. 28 during the nighttime. We covered all of them. We were busy on other calls, and we did not get covered with 2. We did have a total of Second out for Tilton was 3, we didn't get one covered, on the second out. Went to Oakwood total 9 times, requested by Dan or Georgetown 11. And we covered all 11 of those. Second out for Danville or Georgetown, meaning that we had 2 units in the city of Danville at the same time. We had 2 of those and we covered both of those. We did 8 transfers. As per requested by Trustee Ryan, you will see attached a quote for light pack monitors. This is the quote that we said that I would work on trying to get. When I talked to Stryker for light pack monitors, the price is getting ready to go up. The last time the price went up was a $10,000 raise from the previous number. He did not say when the price is going to go up, just told me that, the price is getting ready to go up. I had conferred with Mike, and Mike said, get what the price is right now before they go up. And so that's what this quote is, and that would be per unit. Currently, as Ryan pointed out, at the last meeting that we do have one cardiac monitor. When we bought them, they were both refurbed. These are not, these are brand new units. Our refurb ones are our maintenance program. So they do come once a year and they do maintenance. We have one that we keep having a problem with and it keeps coming up, need maintenance. Whether they were here yesterday or not, it keeps coming up saying need maintenance. It goes into an automatic or automated defib on its own. And if you don't know how to get out of that, you're unable to obtain a 12 lead. You have to shut the machine off and start all over again. I know the quick fix to it. I did talk to Stryker about that, and what they told me the reason for it doing that is that the software in it is out of date and it is old enough that it will not update. That quote is there for $45,580.78. That is, but I just also talked to Brian. If you notice on page 2, was it Brian?
Yeah.
Page 2 of it, we need to find out about the modem and the core Stryker data plan. We're not 100% sure because we have those on the current monitors now. I need to find out if what we have now will work on the new monitors, and if so, we can take $1,850 off of that price. But I don't want to say that that's what we can do until I find out that what we have now will work on that. And I know that we have spent a lot of money in the last month. Whatever you guys decide to do is fine with me at this point. The new animals has been fully stocked. Well, we do still have a couple items that are on backlog, but it is usable with the equipment that's on there right now. It's not in service. It goes the 23rd of October, you're wrapped. The only thing that has to be done with that once it comes back is the ALS equipment has to be inspected. And that's not a problem. Shelley will come over that day that it comes back and inspect the ALS equipment. When she walks out the door, it's in service, it's usable.
You don't, I need a motion for the cardiac monitor.
I'm gonna ask before I do that, I'd like to confirm. Cass and Tiffany, that's something doable. Or we'll just say yes. So I'm gonna make a motion because I think it's a liability and it's a situation we could get ourselves in big trouble. Potentially with it, so I'm gonna make a motion to purchase the Stryker cardiac monitor.
I was looking at.
Bob.
Yes.
Scott.
Yes.
Virgil.
Yes.
Vanessa. Yes. Brian.
Yes. Yeah.
Go ahead, bud.
We met with the architects on the development of the property 1819 South Jefferson. I'm going to refer to Mike at this point.
Yeah, so like Butch said, we met over there and went to the building, kind of give them a good oversight of what we're looking for. They've already started with the current layout of what Butch already did give. But what I'm looking to do, I guess, is to lock in the property, this is where we're doing it. So the architect is not gonna look at changing something eventually. I think it's, at this point, it's probably the smartest place to do it. Anyway, so I'd like to make a motion that we move forward with the.
Before we do that, Mike, to add into that, as Tom was there also, and as Tom said, we already have concrete pad for the front of it. We already have a generator that we don't have to buy a generator. That's probably big enough to support both the living and the Bay Area. The utilities are already there.
And actually, you probably should revert back to how it should make sense since you were there and you're the guy we need on this there. Why don't you go ahead?
You're doing a fine job. Well, obviously, it's gonna be a lot less costly to rehab the building that's there and build the new living quarters adjacent to it. There's no doubt about that. And as long as that serves your need, it's a great location, quiet. According to Butch, has great access to every place he needs to go. So I think we're trying to lock in the decision on the site so that we have a direction to move forward.
You gonna take the old living quarters and make another bay?
Yes.
Yeah.
To completely gut out, and of course, as we were talking to the architect, that there would be some interior work that needs to be done on that building to make it up to standards. But to gut it out and put another bay door on it and put all the ambulance and the top and everything for the ambulance in that building, that existing building.
Some of the things, for example, would be, vapor barriers put in, upgrade the electrical, GFIs, you got exhaust system,
Yeah.
stuff that we would have anyway in the building, but that type of stuff. And then, if we needed to relocate any type of utilities, like they haven't done over there yet for the gas. So that was one of my questions, is if we got to that spot, we could move a gas line and maybe they could get over there and put the new gas line in prior to doing things or whatever. So we have several options there. With our best case. So I'd like to make a motion to lock in that site and move forward as we go. I know we got an October 5th meeting with Tiff, so if the architect is any updates then, I'd like to throw that on the agenda. That's out about on the 5th if we get it approved.
Bob,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Virgil.
Yes.
Vanessa. Yes. Brian.
Yes.
So when he's talking about this October 5th meeting, there's a TIF meeting, there'll be a board meeting October 5th at 6 p.m.
TIF will be on plane.
That TIF will be on the plane, but the TIF meeting will be. So just so you guys know. So then
Well, we need to have a board meeting so we'll be able to vote for the start at 5. But at the same time, we're going to also, I think, talk about architecture and stuff like that. So we need a motion.
got it. Oh, yeah.
Take that over.
Hold on.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Motion.
I'll make a motion for the meeting.
Wait a second. Bob.
Yes.
Scott. Virgil.
Yeah.
Vanessa. Yes. Brian.
Yeah. We need a second motion, make sure Tiffany doesn't leave.
Well, yeah. We're not enough yet. It's not enough yet. I'm already,
Yeah. Plane up,
you guys will go.
Right now, I am.
Public works. Yeah.
Routine trash pickup, mowing about town, cleaning, maintenance of the building, restroom. Help for setups and events at Thomas Park, went through and rocked all the driveway approaches and some of the edges of the road after the sill cutting project up there. Had a sinkhole down in Grand Liberty on the storm sewer, got that repaired. The new brush cutter came in, it's already been used. Worked great, thank you for that. Couple sewer calls, 100 Patterson, 308 South F. Ran the line, televised it, homeowner's problem, not ours. Some of you see, we've been removing the old playground from Redwood Park to start making progression on that. Installed some pipe in a ditch, open part of a ditch down there on Taylor Street, the only section that never got piped. We got that pretty much piped in and been backfilling it. And then continued helping KS and hammering with the gas project. It was vacuuming on some of the lines that are running into problems. 102 Julies this month. 2 after-hour call-outs, 16 work orders. Turn in a quote for Christmas Done Right Christmas displays. It's been a few years since we bought any. I wanted to add a few things to the Winter Wonderland. I picked 3 displays and a couple extra we always have. The quote came in at $3,693.10. That was with Tiffany also helping out getting a discount on that for us too. Over the few years I've raised, we've raised $2,300. I was gonna put that in donations towards helping with the cost of what we're buying. For businesses and the people coming through the donations, so.
2,300 toward this.
That's my donation that I have to put towards that, but the overall price is $3,692.
Good. Make a motion to get it.
Bob.
Yes.
Scott.
Yes.
Virgie.
Yes.
Vanessa. Yes. Brian. Yes. Mike.
Yes.
And the big one. We got a 2004 street sweeper that is past its life. We're milking it along now. It has several issues that basically, you can't get parts for no more. With the growing of the town and the more roadways we have and are gaining. I reached out to Key Equipment. They gave us a price of $258,272 for new street sweeper. Trade allowance they gave us was $1,000 for ours. That what kind of shape it's in. They didn't actually even want it. They're just being nice. I think this would benefit us. I think we need it as much as it's been a thorn in my side for a while, but I think we need to move forward with it sometime, if not now, just to help overall with the storm drains and everything. This thing will do better than the old one, and we're not. They don't have to wait till it rains to take it out and use it, because they'll actually have a water system that works.
What would be the receivable date? You go to one now.
Right now, I got pending board approval. It should be here in October. They got one getting ready to come off the line. Go ahead.
Okay, I was just gonna say, when we first started the sanitary sewer improvement project, we had to have startup money. And so we have quite a bit in there that we can use for this and for something else they're gonna bring up. So that money is not allocated towards anything else. And it was the extra money that we had paid up front. Just so everybody knows. It's not like we're gonna be dipping into any of our funds for anything else, and I think that this is needed.
What is brief?
What if we put the, for $1,000, what if we put that 100 plus out in bid?
He sent off, I think, 3 or 4 that they put out for bid, and this is being generous.
One of them sold for $256.
Yeah, and some of them went for $300, $200, so.
More likely we ever buy a part.
I mean, we could,
I'm just saying, in the history of what we put out there, is brought decent money. So
yeah, this year we.
I guess, we need to approve it, and, if it doesn't sell by next board meeting, then, yeah.
We
I
take
mean, I'm not against it.
Yeah, with Brian said.
I get more out of scratch.
I mean, I don't know, I'm just giving. I see it running down the road, so it's like.
It drives.
Just don't try to stop.
But I'm going here today, and I'm just throwing that out.
I was gonna think if it goes, they're coming to drop off the new one, they can load the old one up and it's gone.
I know that too.
Need a motion to purchase the sweeper.
I'll make a motion to purchase the sweeper.
Bob,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Virgil,
Yes.
Vanessa. Yes. Brian.
Yes.
And also lifetime training comes with that. Anytime we have a new person come in, the state will come out trained. We'll have a service, maintenance program on it, so all the service will be done by them. They'll come out, make sure everything's up to par, things like that.
Now,
What kind of warranty do you carry? 3-4 years, man?
I think it's 5 years.
I will say, I think
But if we decide we don't like it after 48 months, I mean, you can see they've got guaranteed buybacks on it, and they said that those would still apply.
really, yeah.
That's not a bad deal.
But the maintenance is book shop bill, $66 an hour.
Hey, keep the old one, sell it back in 4 years.
I noticed that. That's all I have. Thank you.
You know, we talking dad, we
Police department, Phil.
we, ran 279 total calls for the month of August. 17 arrests were made. There were 7 PNTs during the month. 21 citations, 1 warning. Ordinance warnings, violations were up. Had 9 out there running into the back. We had 11 warnings and 21 ordinance violations were issued. Requested to make a purchase of 2 handheld radar units, our old ones. Get repaired, and then the next thing you know, they're within a month or 2, they're usually bad. The units are $971 a piece for a total of $1,942. Nothing else come out of our PNP fund to purchase those.
Bob,
Yes.
Scott.
Yes.
Virgil,
Yes.
Vanessa. Yes. Brian.
Yeah.
Sewer department.
I'm done yet, there, boss. The reports attached for the Atwood Street speed sign. He didn't put the card, I think it was supposed to put 1,000 cars a day.
No, 777. It's a-
Well, okay, 777 a day. The average is staying well with under the speed limit, so I think that's. You're doing pretty good through there, with all the cars that are there. And he didn't attach a 14th Street, but the numbers have come down on it, or 14th or 5th Street there, where we've had it for about a month.
Yeah, they're coming down the bridge and they're.
See, I mean, it's helping a little bit, I mean, at least on that end. Also this month, worked with TJ and getting signs up in the parks, helped us, we caught some violators out there. A couple nights ago with 5 NTAs for trespassing and not joining the ATV park, and they wanted arguing a nice big sign there explaining how it was. Really nice that they were parked next to that they didn't see. Made the job real simple. Also, unfortunately, had to accept the resignation of Troy Nipper. He moved on to the sheriff's department. We do have applications currently seeking those to try and replace him. Also, Officer Cobus has been in the base middle Fort school for about the last month now, almost a month. Everything so far is working great there. They're happy with her. She's happy there. So that good project seems to be working well at this point. So that's all I have for the time being.
Sewer department.
Plans have been coming along pretty well. They did push back till maybe November, December, starting up because equipment hasn't come in. The lift station or all the collection system, they've got most of it in probably Well, they just got Third Street left.
Yeah. I think,
Look like they're starting on the lift station, trying to get those all, going. I've got a couple items. We got, that we want to purchase to replace the orange one that was owned by the county, and they come and took it back, and, it's a 6-inch pump that we use for heavy rain, flows. $48,050.
This is the same thing.
Yeah, we keep going about this.
Just the other items talking about sailors.
Just as we can do it.
This is another, this one is, this is about $32,000 discount too.
I'll make a motion.
Not good, mate. I didn't know they did.
Bob,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Virgil,
Yes.
Vanessa. Yes. Ryan. Yes. Mike.
Yeah.
And then the other thing I got is we want to purchase fine space entry safety equipment. We've been doing a lot more since KSMG's been here, been doing a lot more sewers for them. And unfortunately, sometimes you gotta get down in there, so we want to make sure we've got everything covered. Price on that was $4,702.19.
You already, did you order it? Go ahead and order. I'll cover it up under what I just said, the safety equipment, they don't need to. I'll cover what I just said.
That's fun too.
That's all I got.
No, I just don't buy it. I spent up $5,000, $4,000, I just told me what to get it, safety equipment. That it? I choose for.
All right, I've been in contact with AT&T about getting internet over the ballpark for sewer public works buildings. Waiting to get the address official with the United States Postal Service and the PFB. We got it sent out to them the other day, just waiting for them to come back, so I can get back with AT&T so they can give us a figure of what it's gonna cost. They said that they're, I believe maybe it's how they did it here, I'm not positive, that we'd have a contract to sign if we go through with it. And the contract at the speed we have allows, I think, $30,000 for construction that they absorb. But I don't know how long the contract would be that we would have to stay with AT&T for that price. But he said it allows up to $30,000 for expenses, and I believe after that, if it costs more than that, we would have to absorb that. They don't even know how much it would cost to get internet down there, but they're pretty confident they can get internet to the sewer plant, but they're not 100% positive. Got in contact, I have that in an email down there also, you can read somewhere about, I believe I had that in the email. Nope, it's not, sorry, I didn't even. Been in contact with American Tower for the sewer system as well, because we're gonna need to get, it's called SCADA, that allows the lift stations to talk to the sewer plant. I attached that email of the price he gave us. It was gonna be $2,000 for engineering structural fees. Then we'd have to pay $700 a month for a 10-year contract. And then after that, it renews. Doing the math on that, it was quite expensive, because also in the email, he says that we would have to have a vendor that is licensed through them or approved by them to even climb the tower to install this stuff, and we have no idea what that would even cost us as well. Just doing the math, I think it was like $86,000 just to have our equipment on there for 10 years. So we're gonna try and see if we can't find an alternate route to get that equipment mounted. So hopefully we can save some money, because that was quite expensive to put some equipment up that, I mean, communicates, we need it, but we're gonna see if we can find a little bit cheaper route for us to go. Yeah, for now, we're gonna put a thing about this. Have we had any idea what the cheaper route could be? Well, we kind of talked about the bridge over here, see if there was a way, I don't know if you've been in the city of Danville, it's the traffic lights and put cameras on. They've added a mast to the top to get their cameras up a little higher. So we talked about maybe there's a way we could do that, this traffic light or one of these street light posts, because that's one of the tallest points in town is our bridge over here. And the ground at the bottom, at the base we own, it's our property, so we could put our cabinet that houses all the equipment and then have the antenna run up to the top. So next week I'm gonna try and reach out to Champagne Signal that does our stuff. I'm gonna reach out to Champagne Signal, kind of explain what we want to do and see what their options are. If we could just attach a mast to a street light, or if there's a street light that has a mast or something. So
What's the ideal height it has to be?
I don't know that. That's something else we need to find out. I tried to ask Berger some questions about the SCADA system and they don't really have any answers for me. So
We did some. I'm looking on there, we actually buy hours.
or yeah, that's what I was gonna, that was the other option was possibly putting a tower.
Say that they would go like, it was showing 220, I think 240 feet. But he was saying like 150 feet, and that tower, if we had to purchase it, I think it's like around 80,000. Was probably.
Well, they're gonna find out exactly what height it needs to be for it.
Yeah.
Run and then.
Well, at the location over there, we needed to be up 100 feet with the antenna, right?
Yeah, and that's where I think that's where it's gonna be powered, was 100 feet. That's what I think Berger might have done some kind of study to figure out exactly how high it needed to be, but that was based on that location.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they can run another study to tell us how tall we need to be if we were to put it, like say, we put a tower at the ballpark where we have plenty of land. Or what we need to do, or
And they did some, I think the vendor who's supplied the material did a radio study.
okay.
Or some.
That was my next suggestion, we got plenty of property around town.
Yeah, I know.
What it would cost to put
And I think-
our own, but, and then I don't know what kind of permitting and stuff you gotta do to have.
And then the other thing is that if the tower is too tall, I think it was 200 feet, I think possibly. If you're above a certain height, then you have to have a light and guide wires and a bunch of other. So we got a lot of research to do on that to figure that part out. But to me, the amount of money that to me the tower makes it quite high, so we could probably do something different. I diagnosed a bad spot on the side of Thomas Park. It's a bad panel. I've contacted TV liquidators. They had to do some troubleshooting, move some of the panels around. TJ helped me with that. So I emailed them back, said it's a bad panel, waiting for them to email me back to see what the next move is to get that replaced. I would hope it's under warranty. The sign's just over a year old. I don't know what kind of warranty we got with it. Effie Moran at the ballpark. Me and TJ did something over at the concession stand one day. The alarm was going off that was having communication issues. Called Effie Moran, come to find out the antenna, cellular antenna that's on it is no longer supported. It's an older technology. And I think when they updated to 5G everywhere, they kind of shut the older technologies off. So our second band alarm doesn't work. And public works fire alarm also hasn't worked since the phone line was cut at the ballpark. So they're supposed to be they're attached to that email as well. You guys can read it, kind of figuring out what we need to do to get those back up and working, because we do use them. So that way we can move forward with that. I mean, we're paying for the protection on fire and burglar alarm, and right now we can't use it at all. So unless somebody's standing there and hear it call 911. Continue to help the police department with getting signs for the data for them. Keep cleaning up the stuff around here, trying to dent some of the wires, had 19 tickets. And then one of the police officers had mentioned something about wanting to do some trainings out at the community center. Our projector, and to go out there and look at the projector to see. It's older, not running the best, it's 10 years old, so I was looking to try and update that projector with a newer projector, a little clearer. Looking at the reviews of this one, most of the people that use this one are in a room kind of like that one. One of the problems with that one is during the daytime, the side glass kind of washes out the picture. You can't see the projector very well. So this one that I was looking at, a lot of the reviews are very positive about daytime viewing. Some of the reviews even had pictures of people watching the projector during the daytime and you can clearly see it. So it's $1,532.80 on Amazon.
Would it make more sense to, now the time to do it, if we were relocated to the opposite side of the business? And then that corner where the front door is pretty good. It gets darker.
Is that accessible to anybody that rents?
Yeah, it's not locked up or anything. We never locked it up for.
My suggestion is put somehow a lock on that, so it's
Okay.
not accessible.
Yeah, as far as it's never been locked.
Well, that happened.
I thought it used to be in a box.
It's in a lock, but it's not locked. It's never been locked to my knowledge. In all the years I've ever been around the village, it's never been locked. The problem with the old one we also have now is every once in a while it flickers on and off, depending on how you connect your computer. It'll shut off and come back on in the middle of presentations. So I think ideally it'd be better off having it in the house. Because then you wouldn't have to worry about, because you wouldn't have that side mouse.
I don't know if they'll fit, because the doors being on that end with that projector screen. I don't know if you have enough room to hang that projector over there, because you got the entry doors.
That should be.
I suggest we
Or what if we
frost the door or tenant.
Or where we get like some curtains or something for them.
They'll just get destroyed.
Yeah, currently.
You can buy that frosting that frost the window. This is a suggestion.
Tenant to, either way, like
Yeah.
I said, and put that.
And plus all the speakers are faced that way, so you have to get up in the ceiling and take all the speakers down and turn them off, so they shoot sound the other direction too.
But I would secure the cabinet and I would. Have it. What sounds like me, the easiest.
Yeah.
Need a motion?
One second.
Bob,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Virgil,
Yeah.
Vanessa. Yes. Brian.
Yes. Yes.
Got anything else, Brian?
Nope. Doesn't matter.
Village administrator.
Well, as you can see, I had a lot of meetings this month. And, I've been working on a few, property things that I'll talk more about in, session later. Okay.
Your report's too easy.
So, Cassie or Cassie?
Okay, now.
Have you done that?
Hey, Cass doesn't get her report. We're not gonna.
Well, we're not losing off.
That is not true.
Yes, you did.
Okay, our annual audit started 2 weeks ago and everything's going great on it so far.
That's it.
Yeah.
You got that money? I'm spending all this without money.
Not after the audit. Once we get that.
She's done a great job all year and it shows me on it.
I think it's because that auditor's drinking all that Diet Coke. She'll do anything. The Diet Coke, it's got like a case in the trash can. Man, I drink a lot of Diet Coke.
That's it.
Yeah.
Village engineer, Tom.
The 11.1, I think at the last board meeting, the board authorized an additional 300 tons of asphalt to repair the edges and become apparent. Doug told me, he said we need more. So I think I sent out an email, I thought we might need 300 ton, no more, but we're done. It only ended up being an additional 218.66 tons, so. Later change order here, I just want to let the board know that we're adding that many tons to Ribby Trucking's pay estimate and contract. It says MFT there, but I may, that should just be general fund. This is a part of the general fund project.
Okay, I can fix that.
So you can approve that now, or you can wait till we look at the change order paperwork. What's your preference?
Go make a motion.
Thank good, Aaron, good job.
Bob,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Virgil,
Yes.
Vanessa. Yes. Brian.
Yes.
11.2, that's MFT paperwork. We got the final quantity change order. Basically, we're about $3,400 under the bid amount for the seal coat for the project. So, and then on the pay estimate, which includes that additional asphalt work, Not the asphalt work, but it's just a seal coat. The bid was $204,823.16, and the final cost was $201,421.85. We need approval to authorize the mayor to go ahead and sign the NFT paperwork, and we can get it off to IDOT, and we can get Ruby trucking paid.
Second.
Rob,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Virgil.
Yes.
Vanessa, yeah, Brian.
Yes.
11.3 is the pay estimate and final quantity change order for the general fund portion of the project. The change order part, we were significantly over in the asphalt, which I think everybody was aware of before it happened, I hope. But the additional cost added to that contract was $101,864.82. That won't happen next year. We have a better understanding of, what the application rate is going to be and how much, what the tonnage is going to be. This is the first year we tried this procedure, and we think it worked out well, but we will learn a little bit. And so the pay estimate number one, and this is general fund, $239,344.82, and that's for Ruby Trucking. That comes out of the general fund.
Need a motion?
Second.
Bob.
Yes.
Scott.
Yeah.
Virgil.
Yes.
Vanessa. Yes. Brian.
Yeah. Yeah.
Next item is 11.4. We have a change order for contract A for Midwest Asphalt. It includes a variety of things, and in addition to a cost, it also includes a 6-month time extension. They're technically supposed to be completing the project over the next 2 months. They're not going to get done. They still got, as TJ reported, they still got most of the pump station work to do, most of the pipes in the ground. But the change order amounts $26,990.16. That included making adjustments to the raising the lids on the pump station at Mayfield and 13th Street. I think after the bid, it became clear to me that those lids are setting too low. And you get big rains, water and mud and muck sets over the top of them, so we're gonna adjust them up. And then there's some of the other change orders we approved. There was some additional bypass pumping required at the pump stations, and there were some manhole pieces that couldn't be used with the contractor, or we purchased them, and there weren't pieces that could be returned. I think they're sitting over in your yard. Included that cost as well. Then we did get a little credit back for an electric transformer that we didn't use down at Jefferson Street. So when you look at the paperwork there, plus and minus, and it comes out to a plus of $26,990.16. Then on the contract time part, we're adding essentially 233 days through the winter and through the first part of spring, and basically a substantial completion date of May 31st of 2024 and final completion June 30th, 2024. They were supposed to have been complete by October 11th and final complete by November 1st of 2023. So that's the time extension. Obviously, they won't be doing a lot of work over the winter, but
What caused the work?
well, we had to get easements at the King Street pump station. We just got that. It's just the progress of the work.
Yeah.
It just hadn't, on the pump stations, it just hadn't been a lot of progress made up to this point. But they're coming along. Hopefully they'll get done early. Hopefully this is like,
Is there any road repair gonna be done before winter on Keegan and May?
I was told they were going to be, but I still need to confirm that that's going to happen. I think What I was told was they're gonna dress it up and they're gonna put a cover, a seal coat over it to hold the rock in through the winter. And I was told they were gonna put another coat of seal coat on next year, clean it up, and put another coat of seal coat on it next year. Well.
I have a motion in a second. Bob.
Yes.
Scott.
Yes.
Burton.
Yes.
Yes. Brian. Yes. Mike.
Yes.
Next item is, contract VS Curry Construction, that's a wastewater plant. We have a pay estimate number 23 for $1,185,429.83. And to go along with that, we have the IEPA loan disbursement request for the same amount, plus whatever engineering was approved. I think probably earlier in the meeting. We need authorization for the mayor to sign those two documents.
Second.
Bob.
Yes.
Scott.
Yes.
Burton.
Yes.
Vanessa. Yes. Brian. Yes. Mike.
Item 11.6, you don't have a copy of that, I just got that paper today, but we got the pay estimate 7R for Midwest Asphalt for contract A in the amount of $394,731.35 plus the IEPA disbursement form, the request of funds to pay.
Any votes? We'll move.
Bob.
Yes.
Scott.
Yes.
Burton.
Yes.
Vanessa. Yes. Brian.
Yes.
Mike.
So we spent a lot of money tonight.
Yeah.
Tony Phil, not his fault.
Didn't say that, Bill.
I didn't.
A lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
That's it. Well, one more thing. I did meet with Ameren today. But talking about putting streetlights back up on the G Street. On the bridge. And I think what we're talking about doing is like you did over on Taylor, basically putting up the fiberglass poles. With the public works, installing the conduits and the. I call them junction boxes or handholds, but I think he called them pedestals or something. Tyler. From, is gonna work up an estimate, so there'll be some costs to the village. Then there'll be some costs to purchase materials for the conduit and boxes and things. We'll be bringing that back. He said it's gonna take quite a long time probably to get his estimate approved and the work approved through his corporation. So. We might not get the lighting in until very late in the year. Which may be after the road's open. Just want to let everybody know, I don't know whether there's a temporary solution for lighting. I don't know what, you say it's really dark. And night.
It's pretty dark.
Yeah. Very heavy headlights on. You know, it's kind of a squirrely road, right?
Something on the sidewalls, like, I don't know. Or point them up, I don't really know.
Well, they got the pavement tore out and they got rock down and they were doing the staking today.
Right.
The subgrade is really wet right now, it's really soggy. All my boots are all dirty.
Did they check the staking?
Say again,
Did they check the staking?
why?
Measure twice, go once.
I talked to their surveyor today, so. You know, we talked it over and I think we've got a good grip on the ways it's gonna be. So we got, we got to let it dry out a little bit. Get the curve forward and get the other pieces in. We're getting very close.
There's no, we're not another road in this town, we're in a riot.
Talk to him, he's a riot.
And you had a south side on.
pretty well wrapped.
We got it seeded, straw. All the cracks sealed. For now.
Is it done?
That's it?
Thanks, Tom.
Okay, resolution R 2023-0921, adding William Ware Cassidy Warwick to the bank account.
So moved.
Second.
Bob,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Burton,
Yes.
Vanessa. Yes. Brian.
Yes.
Mike.
It's fine.
Yeah.
We have a variance request for 105 West 8th Street, Tilton. Zoning board approved the variance and did motion.
So,
They didn't go out as far as they were going to in the beginning. They were gonna go out 10 feet, but they only went out 8, or maybe it was 12, and they only went out 10.
I saw you already did one.
No, but they said that's how it's gonna be. They talked, the zoning board looked at it and said it conformed with the neighborhood. It's just a building addition coming out. It's gonna be an improvement to the neighborhood.
They looked at it, I guess. One big motion. All that.
Thanks, Burton.
Second.
Bob,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Burton,
Yes.
Vanessa. Yes. Brian.
Yes.
Mike.
Yeah.
Number 13, building inspector. Pay change from $25 an hour to $50 per case.
Good deal.
David Bigger's staff, he charges per hour right now. And a lot of times he has to come to court, he has to go back and the owners, this is probably gonna be less expensive.
Yeah.
Is there, does he know about
Huh?
does he know about
He's the one who suggested it, because he said it's too hard to keep track this time and how many times he gets with people and
You
stuff.
get
like that.
fractions of an hour, over here, there,
what's up?
have to add it all
We got somebody very much.
up. This is per incident.
Yeah, he had his own building inspection company.
I know, from a virtual cell last time, we were there, 2 meetings ago, he left something, they approved something, and it wasn't right, is all I'm saying.
Who said?
You said.
All I can say, Brian, is the stuff I have asked him to help the police department with on our complaint. He has come through and even issues the NTA, the warnings and NTAs, send it to me for review, and then we mail them out for him. So he is helping my end of it when we need it. That's all I can attest.
Well, I mentioned that. Deal to you, with my neighbor come to me about. You were gonna get a hold of me.
Yeah. we took care of that.
I'll make a motion with. So long, just $50 a case.
Bob.
Yes.
Scott.
Yeah.
Burton,
Yes.
Vanessa. Yeah. Brian. Yes. Mike.
Yeah.
And just a question of that, if nothing else, could we, any cases he's involved with, add that to the fines to cover the cost of it?
You talk to Dave Westner about it. Next time he's here,
That's a great idea.
Did motion to condemn 309 Crestwood.
Absolutely.
Dave.
Second.
I thought that's where you moved.
Bob.
Yes.
Scott.
Yeah.
Burton.
Yes.
Vanessa. Yes. Brian. Yes. Mike.
Yes.
Thanks, Richard.
We have all these other places that we condemned. And we have, they're still sitting
They
there.
changed, I think, did Ryan change the dates?
I thought he was supposed to do that, and he was supposed to talk to Dave Westner about it. I thought when he was up here, I told him, check with
I
Ryan.
know we still got quite a few out there that we condemned.
Yeah, it's-
Trailer. We can do that like 3 times.
Which one?
Like 14 on my
That trailer with the water people have to go.
And we got mice or central
Board.
Yeah, but-
These three.
I'm over here.
They vote for the teacher. Maybe.
We have to.
Okay, we can't.
No, we have to do all this now.
Number 15. The creation of new TIF district to be adjacent to TIF number 1. I need a motion for that to go forward. Which would be TIF 5.
And they got their contract here showing what it's gonna cost. About 29,500, but it'll probably bring us. If we have a lot of development there, it'll bring us millions over the life of the.
Were we gonna add the station two?
Um. uh, um, Let me talk to him tomorrow. We'll ask this now and we'll talk to him tomorrow.
Anyway,
Talk to Lauren tomorrow. See if we can get the station in there. Cause we're gonna have to go down the street. We're gonna have to go down Jefferson. And I think we can, let's just say there's a red line of Jefferson Station.
No, we take, you don't have to take that one side road.
Yeah. That'll be very minimal residential. Well, and can we do the motion with us adding a line down Jefferson to the station?
Don't make a motion, please. With the line down.
well, right now, we're looking at. Just being adjacent to step 1, so.
Well, yeah, the tip one's over here, so that's already gonna be in there. We're just gonna go down the street. I'll give them the parcels tomorrow, so we can show.
Second. All the votes.
Bob.
Yes.
Scott.
Yes.
Virgil.
Yeah.
Vanessa. Yes. Brian.
Yes.
Yes.
Adoption of a resolution R2023-0919A, providing for a feasibility study on the designation of areas as redevelopment project area.
That's for.
Yeah. This is all.
Second.
Bob.
Yes.
Scott.
Yes.
Virgil.
Yeah.
Vanessa. Yes. Brian.
Yes.
Mike.
Yes. Adoption of an ordinance 02-023-0921 of the village of Tilton, Illinois, authorizing the establishment of a tax increment financing interested party registries and adopting registration rules for these registries.
Something about this.
That just made it not come up with a list of people we got sent notices to.
I guess, that's what we need.
I got a motion to use that.
Need a second?
But I got it.
I think we have to send letters to everybody within 200 feet.
Yes. Bob.
Yes.
Scott.
Yes.
Virgil.
Yeah.
Yes. Brian.
Yes.
Mike.
Yeah.
Need a motion to place a feasibility study on file 10 days and to approve sending it to all affected taxing districts.
So we.
Bob.
Yes.
Scott.
Yes.
Virgil.
Yes.
Vanessa. Yes. Brian. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, you stopped typing, I thought you thought of it.
Right.
Need a motion, real estate rebates for TIF agreements to be paid out of respective TIFs.
Wait, motion.
Bob.
Yes.
Scott.
Yes.
Virgil.
Yep.
Vanessa. Yes. Brian. Yes. Mike.
Yes.
New billboard agreement. I'll let Tip explain this one.
Well,
Now
You
you're
didn't know you did have to talk.
so. If we want the development, and we want the billboard moved, we need to. Come to an agreement with them. The quote is on the next item 22. And it was 36,000. They did say we could keep the base. They're gonna reuse the faces, but we can reuse or we can scrap out the poles or whatever.
We get the idea.
But if we don't get this moved, we're gonna lose somebody.
I thought you said they were the people.
Electronic billboard. The electronic billboard, they scrapped the idea of electronic billboard, now they're just gonna use silver.
Oh, there you go, electronic.
And it reverts back to the original agreement, which is how many years left on?
20.
Another 20 in this.
So there's no new agreement, it's just gonna run out the existing agreement that was made by Butler.
Yeah.
So. If we want bulk sooner, we gotta move it. Because right now, according to the contract that was signed, we had to agree that we adopted. They're really, we sent the agreement to the lawyer, they're really nothing we can do. We're kind of at their mercy.
Yeah, it sounded like it.
We'll change the option, we'll talk about later.
Yeah,
You gonna talk
but we
about this?
still have.
Still need to
We're
look
still
at
gonna pay him, but
Where?
we have another option possibly.
So why aren't they doing the electronic one?
They
They could justify the cost.
so I think they understood that when it got towards the end of that. Contract agreement, that we was gonna make it disappear. So I don't think they decided they didn't want to waste the money to put an electronic billboard up.
I mean,
Well, we want to.
we've got to-
And the thing is, they will not start disciplining the billboard now until they get the payment for the replacement. Until then, that billboard stays up.
What'd you say it was? 36,000.
36.
What's the timeline to get that thing down?
They said they'd get it down as soon as they got their permit approved and we signed the agreement. They said it'd be down quick.
They're waiting,
They're gonna get it down or not?
They're gonna get it down as long as we agree to let them put it back up.
Sometimes.
Yes. Yes, they did pretty much promise that to us. They said, we realize this is important. We'll get it down quickly, but we need to make sure that you guys are gonna pay for this and that we're still gonna have a spot. So,
basically, they said money up front.
I think we need to put a timeline on them to get it down. So we need to put a timeline on them getting it down. Getting it moved. It's just because we send them their money,
Yeah.
they could be 6 to 12 months of what they're doing.
They-
Well, yeah, that's what they're probably doing is they're giving us the IDs. They'll probably take the cross members off and take them off and say, okay, guys, you can have the 200. We'll have to get a hold of it and bring them out.
Don't go to Jason.
And I hold the progress, I'll make a motion. Be the Thursday,
Bob,
Yes.
Scott,
Yeah.
Virgil,
Yes.
Vanessa, yes, Brian,
Yes.
Mike.
Yes.
that is tip eligible on some.
Oh, the other thing is they probably did away with the electronic billboards. They finally figured out that what they agreed to was that we had 20 weeks free advertising of a 52-week year. They actually agreed to that.
Really?
No, contract, I didn't stay on it.
Okay, now we need a motion for the billboard movie cost for the development.
Can we just?
I'll make a motion.
Bob,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Virgil,
Yes.
Vanessa, yes, Brian.
Yes. Yeah.
All this is So this next one, I need a motion for an agreement with Culvers and tip option. So, no opinion, not option.
Okay, this is what I suggest on hold, okay? They're in tip three has about 20 years left in it. So I say okay, so first of all, they are going to pay us for the property $100,000. We're gonna agree to put the sewer and stuff in. I think we should give them 60% back. $250,000 over 10 years. And give them a sales tax rebate of 50% for 5 years. Yes, sales tax rebate up to $300,000.
50 on the sell that.
150 on the TED, and then 300,000 on the
Sales tax.
sales tax. And that's only for 5 years, so if they don't meet that much, then we don't have to pay them that much, but if they meet it in 3 years, then we're done.
Take it out.
Well, I think there's not a problem.
No,
Let's look at that next week because.
You come down with.
No, this one's gonna be. On it.
Yeah,
I made a motion, we got a second.
I need to know what exactly I'm talking about.
what you're talking about.
You just look at.
Real estate. Oh. It's it, real estate. It's it.
Well, that's the big. That's very good.
Okay,
Yeah.
Alright, Bob.
Yes.
Scott.
Yes.
Burger.
Yes.
Ryan.
Yeah.
Vanessa. Mike.
Yeah. You can figure this out.
Yeah. I'm looking at first time. Vanessa didn't even catch it. I did. I got locked out.
next 43, any motions on tip opinion on the bank?
My recommendation is 50,000 for completion of project. That's it. Yeah, one time grant.
Thanks for the report, line. You're the same as this.
He's been on.
And this is
Right.
This is an expiring TIF, but we do need to deplete the funds in the account before the end of the TIF, or they will take them back. So I think this is a good. We like you, thank you for coming to talk.
Yeah, I agree. I'll make the motion with the recommendation at one time.
I won't say nothing, I won't say nothing. I don't know where one of the other, I think you must have missed something going down the road.
Thank you, Stan. Bob.
Yes.
Scott.
Yes.
Burger.
Yes.
Vanessa. Yes. Ryan.
Yes.
Mike.
Yes.
Ready? All right, do the motion on the tip opinion for the restaurant. There's a family restaurant that want to put going on the same lot as the bank. And they're 150 car parking.
Tiffany, Tiffany.
Okay, restaurant. Now, this is a good restaurant. This is one that is very well visited.
Problem is, we can't announce it yet because the owner has not totally.
I mean, you guys can see, but anyway, and that goes along with another one in Danville, just so you know, that they have that's really good, and it was popular. Okay, so I suggest on this one, because it is a TIF one and it is expiring, we need to expend the money. But I think we should give them $100,000 upon completion of the project. And then 50% sales tax rebate for 5 years up to 300,000, just like Culver's.
Okay.
No problem.
Second.
Yes.
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 Yeah, Brian.
Yeah.
Mike.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna move on to, anybody in the audience got anything? Go ahead, Nancy.
I just want to give a good thank you.
When the,
Wait a minute.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Nancy.
I just want to give a good thank you to Butchie and the fire and the EMS that responded to me when I fell. And it was scary that night. And Andy and Jessica, they both didn't come for free. So I thank you guys.
Thank you very much. Okay, Mr. Britton.
When the 14th Street overpass was proposed, the big selling point was that emergency services would be handed in by the railroad. You know, fire, ambulance, all that. It made a lot of sense, and so they went ahead and did it. Well, there's a lot of village that's south of G Street. I mean, south of the G Street overpass. That overpass has been closed now for over a year. So I don't see anything said about inconvenience, so I'm thinking 14th Street wasn't needed. And if I remember right, if my memory is correct, Virgil probably knows more about this than I do. 14th Street, the construction ran over budget and over time, all the time. They always, we needed a delay for this, we needed a delay for that. And okay, it's done, everything's been done, but I just don't understand why the G Street, it just seems like it doesn't really matter. I heard some mentions of it about lighting and all, but what I don't hear is when's the target date? I think last year it said
Well,
fall.
3 weeks.
see, the fact that get you caught up, they had it done, but the problem is the engineering firm designed it wrong, and they actually made a hazard point. Our engineer caught it, and that's what they're doing now, they're replacing it. They're gonna keep working on it until it's completely done, so it should, G Street should be back open within 2 weeks.
Oh, so it's a redo. That's what screwed things up.
Yeah.
But I mean, I can talk all the time about how 14th Street should have to be done. And G Street just seems to linger and linger, but I didn't know how to read it.
Luckily, we hired Tom Overmeyer when he retired from an engineering firm, and he caught it. And once he caught it, he made it fess up that they made a mistake in the plan. And now that's what they're doing right now. They're replacing where they made the mistake.
And so right now, we're just about ready to go, right?
No,
Oh,
no.
that's good.
How long do you think, y'all?
Well, they got the bad section of pavement out, you know, we got this rain, so it's wet, you know, they'll let it dry a little bit.
Both rain all day on week earlier.
It's probably gonna be 2 weeks after the concrete's poured. We gotta let the concrete cure to a certain strength before we can open it.
30, 45 days, roughly 60.
Hopefully before the next board meeting.
Christmas.
Sometime in October.
Well, let's put it this way, if we end up getting rain every day, that's an issue, right?
But it took a while, Mr. President, because to get a good price on, the mayor made a deal with the contractor, and he used it kind of like a pill job. So we get a better price on it, is what happened. And then they ran into bad, then we ran into bad material. The south side, once they tore out the pavement, the south side, they couldn't get it solid. So they had to get it all out, rebuild it before they even started working on the road there. And our engineer feels that was done when the original construction of the overpass took place. And that's what part of the reason why it fell. So hopefully when this is all said and done, that overpass will be good for many years to come.
I think I heard something about an original flaw from somebody.
Yeah, that's what it was. They put it on bad space. They put it on bad material. So they had to tear all, they had to screw it all out, and build it all back up to stone. Anything else? All right, I need a motion to go into executive session. Second.
Yes.
Yep.
Vanessa,
Yes.
Brian, yes, Michael, yes.
Wait, that's.
Oh, yeah, I think that. No, I'll take it all.
Give $712. Okay, thank you.
I need a motion to go back in order.
I'll make it.
Bob,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Virgil,
Yes.
Vanessa, yeah, Ryan.
Yes. That's what they.
Hey, George, I think so.
You sure?
No, hang on, I got it right here. Oh, shoot, this is the right one. Hold on just a second. It might be 13.
Okay. Fifteen would be, no, 15 would be record.
Yeah, it's
13. So it'd have to be.
I think it's 13. Can I just?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's county.
Thursday, our block should be north of 14th.
Yeah.
See, like we were gonna, 10.
Well, this is the official vote. I gotta make sure I got the right address. It's only
13 something. We're gonna get straight on that, address.
Hang on, I'm looking. You found it? Yes. It's right on. Yes.
What was it?
Okay.
13.
That's right.
13. Okay, I need a motion to let the village administrator go to negotiation for 2 pieces of property at 1313 Georgetown Road.
Yes, motion. So. That's all right, maybe there's one more gonna do.
I got. Bob,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Virgil,
Yeah.
Vanessa, yes, Ryan.
Yes.
Mike.
Yes.
Vanessa, you got anything?
Do I got anything?
Yeah, you got anything?
We got a motion on
How
the.
about you?
Oh.
Oh,
I don't do it. We got a motion. Go ahead, motion on the wire street.
No, she just hit me about that. It'll come up. Before it gets done, you got it. I'll do that one.
Oh, thank you. No. On that version.
Yes.
Bob?
Yep.
Yeah.
No.
No, I'm not.
Okay, before I get down to you guys, Lord, feet through to me. I need a motion to purchase 1340 Myers for $800. 340.
Listen, probably leave it there.
Okay.
I make a motion.
340 Myers.
Yes, I make the motion, we purchase that for $800.
I'll second.
Bob,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Virgil,
Yeah.
Vanessa, yes, Ryan,
Yes.
Mike.
Yes.
Sure, you got anything?
You got anything? You wanna bring up? I just want to extend thank you to the fire department, ambulance service for those that showed up and supported the fundraiser we had. Huge thank you to TJ and all his crew and our director. Seems like every weekend we have some sort of IT crisis and he's always there to get nailed down the phone. But TJ and his guys, everything for that. Big help. And thank you guys for all of you for Bill and his guys for showing up. Just means a lot for not so much us because we see you, but for all the community people that come out to the banks, be able to see that. And then to the people that are actually giving to the fundraiser, it's nice to be able to see
see the people that they're supporting. And I hope that goes another way. That's what.
Mike,
I would say the same, was one of the neighbors who had a garage fire over 4th Street, come across when there was some guys standing around, made mention of how quickly we got put out, and could have been a lot worse, so that was much appreciated by the neighbors in the community, so I just wanted to make sure that was said. Oktoberfest coming up, October 7th, it's Catherine Rath. And then, trunk or treat on 10/28. For that, so that'll be some period, and I told.
I'll just throw in there, I want to thank everybody for, the great work everybody's done for the first 3 months I've been there. It's made it a whole lot easier, and especially me as I went through some troubling times there. Dan, look what.
What you do?
What about us?
I will tell you something, Ted, I almost didn't know who he was.
Hey, how do you not know?
We did wear that.
All right, anybody got anything else?
That's why I made her.
I need a motion to.
Yes.
Washington,
Yes.
Scott.
Yes.
Bertha.
Yeah.
Vanessa. Yeah. Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah.